Hello and welcome to this video about Mindset by Carol Dweck. In her book, Carol Dweck explores the concept that our mindset can influence our behavior and success. The book proposes that there are two types of mindsets, a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that our qualities, talents, and abilities are predetermined and cannot be changed, while a growth mindset is the belief that our qualities, talents, and abilities can be developed through hard work, dedication, and perseverance. In this video, we will discuss the steps and principles provided in the book to help us develop a growth mindset and achieve our goals. Embracing challenges is a key step in developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than as threats to their abilities or self-worth. Embracing challenges involves stepping outside of our comfort zones and taking on new and difficult tasks. This can be uncomfortable or even scary, but it is essential for personal growth and development. When we embrace challenges, we stretch ourselves beyond what we previously thought was possible. We may make mistakes or experience failures, but we can learn from these experiences and use them to improve and grow. One practical way to embrace challenges is to set goals that are just beyond our current level of ability. This can help us push ourselves and develop new skills and abilities. For example, if we're learning a new language, we could set a goal to have a conversation with a native speaker, even if we feel nervous or unsure of our abilities. It's important to note that embracing challenges doesn't mean we should always take on tasks that are far beyond our current abilities. This can lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, we should aim to find a balance between challenging ourselves and setting realistic goals. Learning from criticism is another important step in developing a growth mindset. When we receive criticism, it can be difficult to hear, and our initial reaction may be to become defensive or dismissive. However, people with a growth mindset understand that criticism can be an opportunity to learn and improve. To learn from criticism, it's important to approach it with an open mind and a willingness to consider different perspectives. We can ask ourselves questions like, what can I learn from this criticism? How can I use this feedback to improve? Is there any truth to this criticism? Rather than taking criticism personally, we can view it as an objective evaluation of our work or behavior. We can also seek out constructive criticism from people we trust, such as mentors, colleagues, or friends. Learning from criticism also involves being able to separate the criticism from our own sense of self-worth. We can acknowledge that we made a mistake or that there's room for improvement, without feeling like our entire identity is being attacked. It's important to note that not all criticism is constructive or helpful. Sometimes, people may criticize us unfairly or for reasons that have nothing to do with our work or behavior. In these cases, it's important to use our judgment and decide whether to take the criticism seriously or not. Cultivating persistence is another important step in developing a growth mindset. Persistence involves continuing to work towards our goals, even when faced with obstacles, setbacks, or challenges. People with a growth mindset understand that success often requires persistence and hard work. They view failures or setbacks as temporary, rather than permanent, and are willing to put in the effort and time needed to achieve their goals. To cultivate persistence, it's important to stay focused on our goals, even when we encounter obstacles or setbacks. We can remind ourselves of why we started pursuing our goal in the first place and keep our eye on the bigger picture. We can also break down our goals into smaller, more manageable steps, and focus on making progress towards these smaller milestones. This can help us stay motivated and feel a sense of accomplishment along the way. Another key aspect of cultivating persistence is developing a growth mindset when faced with failures or setbacks. Rather than giving up or becoming discouraged, we can view these experiences as opportunities to learn and grow. We can ask ourselves questions like, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this failure to improve? What can I do differently next time? By viewing failures or setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve, we can stay motivated and persistent in working towards our goals. Finally, it's important to surround ourselves with people who support and encourage us in our goals. We can seek out mentors, colleagues, or friends who share our values and beliefs, and who can offer us guidance and support along the way. Emphasizing effort is another key step in developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset understand that success is not just about innate talent or ability, but also about hard work, persistence, and effort. When we emphasize effort, we can focus on the things we can control, such as our level of dedication and the amount of work we put in. This can help us stay motivated and keep pushing towards our goals, even when faced with obstacles or setbacks. To emphasize effort, we can set goals that are focused on the process of learning and growth, rather than just on achieving a specific outcome. For example, if we're learning a new skill, we could set a goal to practice for a certain amount of time each day, rather than just trying to master the skill immediately. We can also praise ourselves and others for effort and hard work, rather than just for achievements or outcomes. This can help us develop a growth mindset and see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth, rather than as threats to our abilities or self-worth. Emphasizing effort also involves being willing to put in the time and work needed to achieve our goals. This may mean prioritizing our goals and making sacrifices in other areas of our lives, such as giving up some leisure time or social activities. Embracing learning is another essential step in developing a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset view learning as a lifelong process, and they're always looking for opportunities to improve and develop new skills. To embrace learning, it's important to be curious and open-minded. We can seek out new experiences, challenges, and opportunities to learn, even if they are outside of our comfort zone. We can also approach new situations with a sense of curiosity and a willingness to learn, rather than fear or anxiety. Another key aspect of embracing learning is being willing to make mistakes and take risks. People with a growth mindset understand that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process, and that taking risks is often necessary to achieve our goals. They are not afraid to try new things and take on new challenges, even if it means making mistakes along the way. To embrace learning, we can also seek out feedback and constructive criticism from others. This can help us identify areas for improvement and develop new skills and abilities. We can also reflect on our own experiences and identify areas where we could improve or learn more. Celebrating growth is another important step in developing a growth mindset. When we focus on our progress and celebrate our achievements, no matter how small, it can help us stay motivated and maintain a positive outlook on our learning and development. To celebrate growth, it's important to set realistic goals and benchmarks for ourselves, and to track our progress over time. We can celebrate our growth by acknowledging and recognizing the progress we have made towards our goals, no matter how small. For example, if we are learning a new language, we can celebrate each time we learn a new word or phrase, or when we have a conversation in the new language. We can also celebrate our growth by reflecting on our achievements and giving ourselves credit for the hard work and effort we have put in. This can help us build our confidence and self-esteem, and reinforce the idea that our abilities and talents can be developed through effort and dedication. Another way to celebrate growth is by sharing our progress with others. We can share our achievements with friends, family, or colleagues, and invite them to celebrate with us. This can help us feel supported and encouraged, and can also inspire others to pursue their own goals and growth. For example, Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was initially cut from his high school basketball team. However, he used this setback as motivation to work harder and improve his skills. He eventually became a star player and led his team to 6 NBA championships. Another example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Rowling faced numerous rejections before her first book was finally published. However, she persevered and continued to write, eventually becoming one of the best-selling authors of all time. In conclusion, developing a growth mindset is essential for achieving success in any area of life. By embracing challenges, learning from criticism, cultivating persistence, emphasizing effort, embracing learning, and celebrating growth, we can develop a growth mindset and reach our full potential.